dark in here.
Here, let me get my flashlight. What the heck were those things?
I don't know.
Well, look it up or something.
Okay. Oh my gosh. No way.
What?
So these things we saw were two different things.
Okay.
So one of them is a phylum, Echnodermata, and they're invertebrates. And they include starfish, sea urchins, and sand dollars. And what's really weird is that as larvae, they're bilateral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's symmetry. They're bilateral as larvae, but when they grow up to be adults, they're radial. I've never heard of anything like this. And they're just found in the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the other ones, Agnatha, they're a class in phylum Chordata. And hagfish and sea lampreys were just two of the things that we saw out there. And they're vertebrates. They're the earliest types of vertebrates. And they live in coastal and fresh waters. And not only that, but they're found in temperate regions. Everywhere except for Africa.
Oh, I knew we should have moved to Africa.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So, did you at least get a good glimpse of these things?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I saw. Basically, all the echinoderms, they all had bony skin. Yeah. And they look like they had their skeletons on the inside, so they have internal skeletons. Yeah, it's crazy. And then, they have a water vascular system, so they can pump water through their bodies. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. And oh my god, they all have tubed feet so they can like stick to different surfaces. But that's not the worst. The worst things that we seen out there, they were the Agnathas. Agnathas. See, these guys are scary.
Wait, so those other things were just
echinoderms, yeah, like starfish and yeah.
So the Agnathas are worse.
Yeah, they're worse.
Oh god.
Basically, they have cyclostomachs.
What?
Cyclostomach.
What is that?
It's basically a giant circular mouth with a whole lot of teeth. Yeah, and they latch on to their prey and basically suck their blood out.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, that's what they do.
This can't be.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Where's Nicole?
I don't know. We gotta call her.
We gotta call
yeah,
Nicole.
Someone call. You could call her?
Yeah, I'll call her now.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey Nicole, are you okay?
Yeah, I just found out how these creatures reproduce.
No way. We just found out a bunch of information on these things too.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture right now.
Okay, thanks.
So I figured out when they reproduce asexually, it is the division of the body into two or more parts, which is known as fission, and the reproduction of the missing body parts. Successful fission and regeneration require a body wall that can be torn and the ability to seal resultant wounds. Successful regeneration also requires that certain body parts be present in lost pieces. So, for example, a sea star, if it loses a piece of it, to be able to regenerate, it needs a lost portion. Yeah, the lost portion needs to have some sort of the central disc still present on the animal. And when they sexually reproduce, it involves the external fertilization of eggs by spermatozoa. The fertilized egg develops into platonic larvae. The larvae typically goes through two stages, called bipinnaria and brachylaria. They are bilaterally symmetrical and have bands of cilia in swimming and feeding. As the larvae gradually metamorphose into adults, a complex regeneration and degeneration of internal organs occur. The left side of the larva becomes the oral surface of the adults, which faces downwards. And the right side becomes the arboreal surface, which faces upwards. The larvae settle to the seafloor and adopt their distinctive adult radial symmetry. Yeah, and what I found out about the Agnatha reproduction, which is in the class of the echinoderms. There's not much to know really about the reproduction process, but it is believed that the hagfish only have 30 eggs over their entire lifetime. Most of the species are hermaphrodites. The lampreys reproduce in freshwater riverbeds, working in pairs to build a nest and bury their eggs about an inch beneath the sediment. And once they're done, they'll come out of the sand, latch onto a fish, and then make their way down to a riverbed. Guys, are you still there?
Starlightic attack, day 365 of hiding from Echnoderms and Agnatha. Those ruthless monsters. They ate my family. Well, first off, Echnoderms, such as starfish, have their mouth on the underside of the center of their disc. The mouth contains 5 teeth that point towards the center. The tube feet are used to move along the bottom of the sea, where these organisms use their teeth to eat algae and sometimes other fishes. Those cruel monsters. Oh my gosh, I think I see one. I gotta hide. Okay, we're good. As for Agnatha, which I like to call the jawless fish. Jawless fish, I know. Ugly. Its metabolism is slow in cold water, and therefore they do not have to eat very much. They have no distinct stomach, but rather a long gut. A monster I caught in action not too long ago was the hagfish. I still can't get the image out of my head. Oh my gosh. Well, the poor fish couldn't even do anything. It has 4 sets of teeth on their tongue to bite pieces of flesh from its prey. The teeth pinch together to lock onto its food, helping it tear its dead and dying fish, which have sunk to the bottom of the sea, where it lives. Often, a hagfish digs into the dead fish that it is eating, removing the insides of the dead fish. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? It's coming. We have to stay quiet. This is the quiet place.